lives. Let's move on to our next category. It's called Most Likely to Be a Guest on a Tyra show, Guess My Race show. Now, on the Tyra show, we do a lot of Guess My Race. So, what do you guys think? So let's see if I hear a lot of faux. Woo! Okay, so let's see if the girls voted for faux for Guess My Race. Yeah! A very funny term on America's Next Top Model that I hadn't heard of before for your race.
Really?
Yes. What was it again?
It's called a Blaxican.
A Blaxican.
Yes, yes.
So that is
yes.
Black and
Mexican.
And Mexican.
Put together.
Now, I understand that at one point you thought you were fully one race. Tell me about that.
Well, when I was growing up to about 6 years old, I was always told, you know, I had a stepfather who was Mexican, so I always thought I was Mexican. Finally, one day, my mom told me, I have something to tell you. At 7 years old, you have a father who is black, so you are half black and half Mexican. So it's a big shock to me, but I kind of coined the phrase when I was younger. I was about 12, and I heard the word Blaxican. Me and my brother were chilling. We were like, what's a good word for black and Mexican put together? And I was like,
Blaxican. Blaxican
or Mexa-Black, or, so, you know, like all these words in a Blaxican clash. So I definitely, that stuck with me. So.
Okay, so have you met your real father?
Yes, I have.
Well, the next category is most likely to bring, okay, here's the next category. Most likely to bring a Bible on a date. Who's that? Who's that? Okay, let's see. The girls voted on London. Now, there's a reason London got the most votes. Check her out.
Okay, so right now we're on the streets of New York, and I'm going to go walk and see if there's anyone I can talk to about Jesus Christ, see if anybody will listen to me and talk to me about him. So, let's go.
When London hits the streets to preach to strangers, she has the same upbeat energy that she showed off on Top Model.
Have you accepted him into your heart as your Lord and Savior? Awesome. Has that been a while ago? Or is that something you did recently? Exactly. Salvation is every day. High five.
And just like on Top Model, Miss London manages to take the good and the bad with a smile.
No? Okay. The majority of the times you actually run into people who have, you know, different beliefs and believe different things. Okay. I think it's always necessary and definitely Christ-like to not shove your beliefs in their face. I totally want a banana, but also I was wondering if I could talk to you a minute about Jesus Christ.
Obviously, London does not give up easily. And that's a big help if you're trying to make it as a model or as a preacher.
I am the Christian lady. You're my favorite.
Our next Top Model Yearbook category is most likely to be mistaken for a gossip girl. Who would that be? Do we know? Natalie? Okay, let's see who won that one from the girls. Natalie. Okay. So, Natalie, why do you think you won this category?
I don't know. I'm like not like rich at all. Like I live an average life. I have an average house, you know. I really don't know.
I thought your parents had some money.
Well, we're well off, but we're not Gossip Girl status. I wish, but...
Okay. God, not many people are I mean, those are like Rockefellers and Googlelicious and all those kind of people. One thing that people don't know about you, though, is that you have a disorder.
Yes.
Why don't you tell everybody about that? Because we didn't really talk about that on Top Model.
I was diagnosed with a panic disorder, and it's actually a really common thing, but my distinct panic disorder is I'm a hypochondriac.
Now, you know, people make fun of that, right? Like, if you have a friend and, like, she's coughing and she's like, oh, I think I have the flu, or she hurt her leg and she's like, oh, I think I broke my leg. And we joke and say, oh, she's a hypochondriac. It is a true disorder.
It is.
And Natalie truly has that. So, explain. The other day you were driving or something? Tell me about that.
I was driving home, and I just started, my heart just started, it comes, like, randomly. Completely randomly. And my heart starts beating really fast, and I'm just like, oh, my God, Natalie, it's a panic attack. Like, you need to separate this from reality. And I just started freaking out. I thought I was going to die. And I was coming up to a red light, and I was like, I need to get home. I need to get to the ER. I'm going to die. And so I actually ran the red light, and the cop pulled me over. And I was like, he was like, get out. And I was like, I busted out of the car, and I was like, help me. Oh, my God, help me. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. And he's like, what's wrong? Do you need an ambulance? And I was like, just calm down, and it's just, those things happen, and it's crazy, and it's just, it sucks to have it.
Wow. Did you ever have one on Top Model?
Yes, I had a few.
You did? I never saw.
Yeah. Celia gave me a back massage.
To get through one. Wow. Kenya Knight is the president of New Model Management, and she represents Top Model Cycle 5 winner Nicole and Cycle 9 runner-up Chantal. By the end of this hour, Kenya is going to choose 2 of our girls that she will offer a modeling contract to. Nicole won, I think, with a different agency transferred to you. So you've been watching Top Model this cycle and is still watching.
From the beginning.
Yeah?
From the beginning. Know who everyone is. Gorgeous girls. Once again, you've done an amazing job scouring the U.S. and finding just amazing, talented, beautiful young ladies.
So you got your eye on them. Okay.
I do. My eye's on you.
All right. We'll be right back. Up next, one of the most talked about top models this cycle is Talia. She is a burn survivor. Teresa and Allie say that they can relate to what Talia's been through.
I know I can never do it.
And I'm asking you to do it. It's going to be a photo shoot, and you're only going to be wearing this. And later,
does hair make the model, or does the model make the hair?
Cuteness doesn't make it in top model world. So I'm going to cut all of that cute hair off.
Oh my God.
Tonight is the big announcement of the winner of Cycle 12 of America's Next Top Model on the CW at 8 o'clock. Now, one of the most talked about top models this cycle is Talia. And the thing that caught my attention about Talia is that she is a burn survivor. So, yeah. Share everybody, who people do not know your story. I know your story, and the top model watchers do, but tell us what happened.
Okay, when I was 8 months old, my mom left me in our kitchen at the time, just for, you know, a little under 10 minutes, just, you know, to go give my dad his jacket. And at the time I was learning how to walk, so I was in a walker. She placed me in a walker with a teething bar. And within the time that she was gone, I had managed to make my way around the counter that we had to where the coffee pot stood, where the brewer stood. I managed to figure out how to stand in my walker. I reached up on the counter and pulled the coffee pot on myself.
Okay, so you were flown to you were airlifted, right?
Yes, I was flown to the burn unit, Maricopa County Burn Center in Phoenix, Arizona, where I spent 2 months in intensive care, going on and off throughout, you know, doing skin reduction, graphing, trying to put me all back together. And it was a very long...
How was it in school, when you were in elementary school, kind of coming of age?
School was hard. In elementary school, I was kind of avoided. Because children are not properly educated about burns, I would be avoided. People actually thought that I had a disease on my skin, so they would avoid me because they didn't want to get the disease. Junior high school, I was just simply avoided just because, you know, here's this girl who has weird things on her skin, who would want to hang out with her. So.
And you went from covering yourself up, like, you lived in Arizona, right? It'd be 120 degrees, and you wear gloves and stockings.
You would find me in sweatpants, a sweater, gloves, stockings, everything, just covering up.
So how do you go from that to looking gorgeous in this bikini on the Tyra show and on top?
I thank my best friend Jackie and my other friend Jessie, who helped me get over my, you know, being so scared and timid. My girlfriend was actually my girlfriend's idea to go shopping, and she decided that she wanted to see what I looked like in a bikini for the first time. You know, I was really hesitant because here we are going into high school. I still haven't shown my body off, and she's like, "Oh, it's just you and me in the dressing room."